are covering how to use the new IP search tag fields in PatentSight. Maybe a few words for the start. I just started recording the session, so you'll be able to see the recording later on. We will share a link for you when you from which you will have access to the recording. You can still, like in the last time, you can ask questions in the question feature of the GoToWebinar tool, and yeah, I think we can get it started now. Maybe as an intro, a little bit more about the presenters today. Once again, I'm joined by someone else today. This time it's not someone from PatentSight, it's actually someone from the Swiss Federal Institute of Intellectual Property IP Search. Anna Maria is with me today. I'm really happy that she's going to support me today. She's going to give you an intro about the tag fields, how they set up, how they're updated, and later on then I will take over and we will jump into the software and have a look how we can use these ready-made tag fields in the PatentSight BI. Yeah, so I would say I would hand over to Anna Maria now. We'll jump, maybe you want to have a few words about yourself before we jump to the next slide. Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andreas, and hello, everybody. I'm really pleased to be here today with you. And yes, just a couple of words to myself. After having worked several years for the European Patent Office as an examiner in the field of pharmacy, I worked a couple of years for PatentSight, and now I changed to the Swiss Federal Institute of Intellectual Property, in particular to the IP search section, which performs, as the name says, professional searches for our customers. And now I am really happy to be able to present you a little bit our technology fields that we developed in cooperation with PatentSight and we implemented in their business intelligence software. So, Andreas, if you move to the next slide.
Yeah, if you followed our webinars before, you know this slide here. Now we're going into the IP search tag fields.
So what are actually the IP search tag fields? Well, in a world where it is always more and more complex and the technologies are more and more, let's say, intertwined and connected to each other, it is sometimes very, very difficult to, say, address one particular technology in an easy way. Some time ago, it was possible through, say, a simple class, patent class, for those of you who are patent experts. Today, it's much more complex. So after some customers has asked us, and yeah, following the wish or a need which is present, we started to create a set of technology fields, which you see on the left part of the slide, and which we made public through PatentSight. And what is exactly a tag field? Basically, it is a set of patent families obtained by an accurate strategy developed by our patent experts, because we have patent experts in every field of technology. And so our specialists made a preset search, so to say, which gave as a result, as you see on the left side, one particular set of patent families in a given technology field. And you see, for example, we have additive manufacturing and autonomous driving and so on. Why did we choose, or how did we choose the fields? Well, They are the most popular and the ones which maybe nowadays have the greatest impact, not only on technology, but also on the economy and maybe our everyday life in the future or at present. For each of these technology fields, you can, upon hovering over the name, obtain some concise information. And this includes the title, a short definition, and the last update to these technology fields. But I will come back to this later. You also see our homepage. So should you have any wish left, or should you want to explore another technology field, just drop us an email or contact us via PatentSight. If you click on the small red symbol, you open up a fact sheet which describes more in depth the technology field, how it was created, say through a combination of classes and keywords. And for this, we have at our disposal all of the most popular search tools that are available on the market. And this includes not only Boolean search tools, but also, for example, semantic search tools or text mining search tools. So you can have an idea of what exactly is contained in this particular technology field. So if you please go to the next slide. Of course, these are technologies that develop quickly, so there is a need to update these technology fields regularly. And for the time being, and for these 10 technology fields, we perform a regular update, say an ordinary update every 3 months, which means we take our search strategy and run that again, thus a sort of updating the families that add to these technology fields every 3 months. And every 6 months, and this will happen in June, the search strategy is reviewed by our patent expert. So if there is a necessity, the strategy is corrected, is calibrated again to the new aspects of or the possible new aspects of the given technology fields, and we also update the fact sheet. You will see that we also have a measure of precision. At present, it is say between 70 and 80%, well, with some exceptions. And why? Because we do not want or we calibrated those technology fields in order to be a little more precise than, say, the big technology fields from WIPO. However, to give a sufficiently broad and significant overview image of this particular technology. How we can restrict it or make it more precise and more tailored to your needs will be explained to you by Andreas in the next steps. Or, as I said, drop us an email. Thank you.
Great, Anna Maria. Thanks a lot for this nice presentation of the text field. And yeah, let's go to the software and see how you can benefit from this work the IP search does for us, or in cooperation with us. So let me just jump to the software. Let me just make this a little bit bigger so you can actually see. I will jump right away into the custom analysis. And yeah, first step, or the first version, or the first thing how you can use these filter elements or the IP search tag fields is, of course, as a filter element. So they're not among the favorite filters here. You can find them when you click on plus here and then simply search for IP search tag field. There we are. I'll make it a favorite already. So select this one here. You see that this filter element is parameterized. So here we have these 10 tag fields created by the by IP search. The plan is to expand this number of tag fields, but for the moment we have these 10. All right, so let's just click the first one, additive manufacturing. I will refresh, and I see in the field of additive manufacturing defined by the Swiss Patent Office, there are around like 37,000 active patent families today. As Maria said, you can get further information, Anna Maria, sorry, you can get further information by clicking on the filter element here, by clicking on additive manufacturing. You see this little PDF icon, which leads you to the fact sheet. We have a very short definition, and of course, when it has been updated the last time. All right, I already refreshed, and let's have a basic view on who's active in that field. What we usually do is using this, or when we start a benchmark, we use our famous quality versus quantity chart, where we have portfolio size on the x-axis, so the number of patents which lie within one portfolio, and the average quality as measured in the competitive impact on the y-axis. So we get an idea about the strategic position of these companies in the field of additive manufacturing. What you, of course, you can do is you can combine these filter elements, IP search tag field, with any other filter element you would like to. And this gives me the chance, I don't know whether you have received an email today, I guess you did, that we today released the full text search. So actually that's a really cool new thing up here, where there used to be the words in abstract and words in DocDB abstract and title filter. There is now a filter element called full text, where you are able to search in title, abstract, claims, and description of the full text. So this is a really good, cool new thing. So for example, here I could search for metal, for example, to only look at technologies in additive manufacturing, which in which metal is used as the basis for the additive manufacturing. So a really cool new thing. And once again, I get an idea about the strategic position of these companies. Now, of course, I can further drill down into what's going on in this technology field. For example, I see GE, they have the biggest patent asset index in that field, so they have the biggest bubble. So I would be interested in like going a little bit deeper to understand what is GE actually doing in that field. So I can do a drill down onto GE. I'll do a drill down to a template, and let's have a look at the usual way we at PatentSight defined technology fields, which was using IPC or CPC classes, so patent classifications, to narrow down a little bit what is this technology about I'm currently looking at. So I'll go to groupings here, and I'll go to CPC. So here we have some templates, or within groupings, we have templates which are already grouped by one specific attribute. For example, the CPC class, I'll use this one here, the Patent Asset Index ranking. And now I see how this is split up, like the metal additive, like it's a very simple search, but metallic additive manufacturing owned by GE. What are the CPC classes those patents are assigned into? And for example, I see that the top IPC class with 23 patents is in technologies related to metal processing. Let me see, working by laser beam. I think that's quite an interesting thing. So this here works by, so it's not electronic, like an electronic additive manufacturing. It's rather using a laser beam. So now I can even go further down, drill drill down to these 16 patents, which I'm going to do now. But now I'm going to drill down on the patent document or patent family level. And this is also a really nice tool, which has been a really nice feature, which has been released today. This is the so-called result list. The result list looks more or less like the original patent family details. However, it's improved a lot in regards to searching and also in regards to reading and assessing the patents. So here we have all the patent families, and on the right side here, I see what this patent is about. I have the abstract and the title. I also have the pictures here, so that really helps me going through the list. And here I have really understanding quickly what this patent is about. Down here in the patent family members, you see all the documents within that patent family, and you see by this little icon here, you see whether it has been hit by the search or not. And the great new thing is I can now click on these documents here. For example, let's look at the English document, this EP document here. And here we have the so-called document viewer implemented now, where you can go through the claims. You see how nicely this is formatted to the description. And also I can look at the drawings if there were some in this case. So that's a really nice, cool thing. But let's talk about the IP search fields again, because this is more important in this session here. So you see how quickly and how comfortable search has made for you with the IP search, with the work IP search put into setting up these comprehensive and really high precise technology fields. Then you can go to PatentSight, define who are the top players in that field, and then actually narrow down to one specific technology field, and then at the end go down even on a document family level with like only a few clicks. Imagine doing all of this, for example, doing the search first and then checking all the documents at SPassNet. That would take forever. So this is the first way you could use the IP search fields. You not only have the option to use these fields as a filter element to define your technology field, you can also use them as measures to see, for example, which are the technology fields a company is active in. So let me just open a new sheet here. I will just delete this for a second and in general look at additive manufacturing. Once again, have a look at the quality versus quantity, and I will open here when you click on this bubble Stratasis and you click here, you can open the company info box of Stratasis. The great thing, and that's everywhere in the software, is that you can actually work with the data you already seen. You can drill down into items, you can get further information, but you can also go, for example, to the company info box of specific companies and then drag and drop items to the search area. For example, I can put Velo 3D in the search area here, Analogous. I'll put just a really quick selection, 3D systems, HP, and why not Epson. Stratasis, of course, as well. Let me just choose this here from the owner filter to narrow this down a little bit. I will delete now the IP search tag field here, additive manufacturing, to have like a global view on all these companies, what they're in, what they're active in. And now let me insert a matrix chart. If you worked a little bit with our templates, I think you might already know this technology matrix chart here, where we have on the y-axis, we have all the owners, and on the x-axis, we have the technology field. So or better said, the IPC classes level 4. So we can see what are the differences of these companies, in which technology fields do they have their focus on. Of course, instead of IPC classes, you could also use the IP search tech fields here to see in like really validated to see in which of these bus technologies, of these upcoming future technologies, the selected companies are active in, and what's their patent asset index, what's their portfolio strength there, what's in general their portfolio size in this field. So you simply click on the x-axis here on IPC level. So this is a great thing about our software, that you can simply click on specific elements and then change it from this menu here. So IP search is not here among these filters, which I should change right away. So I'll go to more, search for IP search. Here we have IP search field. I will also make this a favorite because it's these are such good technology fields. Open this one, and now I see. Okay, I will hide this, and now I see, not based on IPC classes, but or CPC classes or whatever I would like to choose. I see based on the tech fields set up by IP search in which technology fields the companies are active in. Of course, most of these companies, because I took them from my analytics in additive manufacturing, have a big patent asset in additive manufacturing. But I can have a look in what are other technology fields they're interested in. Might there be an overlaps, for example, in additive manufacturing or other technology fields like robotics, wearables, smart city, and so on, to actually see how our companies, how our technologies interconnected. And once again, of course, I can do a further drill down here. I can change, for example, if I don't want to look at the strength in this field, I want to look at the portfolio size in that field. No problem, I can do all of this. And also, I can show the values in these charts here, because I can understand that some users say, okay, I like these bubble charts, but I actually want to know what is the number of patents behind the bubble, because this is only a first really nice indication. I can go to this little gear wheel here, go to bubble area, labels, and then show the values in charts. And if the bubbles are big enough, I can actually see how many patents lie within one technology field owned by one specific owner. And once again here, all of this is active, so I can further drill down. So for example, I know Stratasys is quite specialized in additive manufacturing, so I could have a look at what in additive manufacturing could be somehow connected to robotics. How is Stratasys, difficult name, Stratasys, probably it's not that difficult, but for me it is. How is Stratasys using both technologies, for example, in one product or in one patent? So what I can do, of course, is drill down once again, if I would like to the result list, and then actually look through all these patents owned by Stratasys in the field of robotics. So you see, I just did a drill down. The filter has been adjusted accordingly. And now I'm looking at what Stratasys has in robotics, and you can quite clearly already see here that this is somehow, so you can open this, have like a different view on the pictures, and you directly see that this is kind of already related to additive manufacturing. Okay, quite a short webinar today. We are already at the end. It's actually the time we spent on the IP tech search field explaining them is too short in comparison to what effort is put into them by IP search. But at the end, it's a filter, it's a tech field which you can then work on, and whoever, like the ones of you who have ever had the joy of setting up your own technology field, know how painfully difficult that can be sometimes, and how much this can ease your life if you can use one of these tech fields. If you have any questions, so let me just jump back to the slides. If you have any questions, there we go. Oopsie daisy. I'll do it like this. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me, Andreas Lübering at PatentSight.com. Anna Maria already also told you the email address or the link to IP search. So I guess you're more than welcome to ask her further questions about these tech fields as well. Let me just use the chance to let know you about our next user webinar, which is going to be Technology Landscape for Robotics, which will be held by my colleague William Mansfield, where we are going to show you how to use, for example, these IP search tech fields, but also use other filter elements and other approaches in our software to do patent landscaping, technology landscaping, which will be Thursday, 23rd of May. Once again, 4 o'clock Central European summertime. Okay, from my side, I'm done. Thanks a lot for your time today, and yeah, I wish you a really nice rest of the day, and have fun exploring the technology field set up by the Swiss Patent Office. And of course, also thanks a lot to Anna Maria for assisting me today and telling a little bit how these tech fields have been set up. And yes. All right, everyone. Have a good day, and looking forward to talk to you soon.
Thank you very much as well, and goodbye, everyone.